Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a little bit different kind of video today. This is going to be a US cruise news update. This is something that I'm super passionate about. It's something that I actually watch other YouTubers do. So I figured I'd want to get a jump on the news and actually learn myself and inform other people. So here we go. So first bit of news is probably the biggest thing going on right now when it comes to cruising, and something I think is going to be the most impactful and biggest thing that's happened this year so far, and that is the CDC not granting the CLIA's plea for a new sooner cruise date. Now, this new cruise date was actually determined October 2020, so last year, and it was set for November 2021. Now, CLI's big thing right now and what they kind of have on their side is back then the vaccine wasn't even a thing. It wasn't readily available to Americans. There wasn't 26 of America's population right now vaccinated, which is the case right now. And those numbers are expected to be 40% by May. And there wasn't cruising in other countries like there is right now. Now, a couple of the companies like Royal Caribbean, they've actually found a way around this. What they're doing right now is their main home port out of the Bahamas. So as of right now, Royal Caribbean is starting to cruise again in June of this year. Now, along with Royal Caribbean, other cruise lines that are doing this are Celebrity, which is owned by Royal Caribbean, and Crystal Cruises. They're all going around the CDC and going to these places where the CDC has no jurisdiction, and they're actually working with these health authorities here, which personally I think it is a great idea because, I mean, these cruise ships, they're still having people get vaccinated. Like, you have to be vaccinated to be on these cruise ships or you can't go. And if the vaccine really works as the CDC and science and everything says that it is, then why shouldn't they be able to? And why shouldn't we be able to start cruising in the United States for people who are vaccinated and bring the United States that money to get those jobs back out there? Because I mean, there's thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands of people who are employed by these cruise companies every year. And I mean, they're just out of work. I mean, even these guys who are sending money back to their family, maybe they're from a bad country or a not as fruitful country, and this is their only option. And they're amazing workers. If you've ever been on a cruise ship and met these people, they're amazing, hard workers, and a lot of them aren't bringing anything home to themselves. They're taking every bit of that money and sending it back to their family, wherever they might live. So this is one thing that I get really heated about, and that's because, I mean, I'm allowed to get on an airplane right now. I can get on an airplane and sit 2 inches, and sometimes even this last airplane, sit right on top of someone, be touching someone on an airplane in clothes. We have to wear a mask, but I don't have to be vaccinated for that. I have not one time touched another person on a cruise ship that I didn't want to, if it wasn't my family. I have not once done anything like that, but for some reason, cruising is just getting the bad end of the stick here. I mean, no attention from the CDC whatsoever until the CLIA this past week pretty much confronted them about all these different issues, and it's just, at this point, I think it's getting out of control for these. And the reason I say that is because these cruise companies, I mean, they are losing so much money. We're talking about billions of dollars. And when we're talking about losing billions of dollars, it's just not good. And I can understand why these cruise companies and the CLIA are coming at the CDC like this when no other business, no other travel agency, any form of other travel has been impacted how cruising has been impacted and has been neglected. No other company's been neglected this much when it comes to the CD laying out some sort of order for cruise ships to start sailing again. Yeah, we've got that no sail date in November, but that no sail date is really just a day when we can start phasing back into cruising. It doesn't mean we're going to start cruising in the US on that date. in November. It just means we can start to make some progression there. And I think that is just ridiculous when it comes to all these different other kinds of traveling and all these other different kinds of businesses right now that are not losing billions of dollars and still able to operate, still able to employ workers. And I mean, it just sucks for the cruise companies right now. But some bit of good news is right now you can actually go to Royal Caribbean's website and you can book a cruise. So this cruise, Adventure of the Seas, one of those, you can actually book right now. It's going to be selling June 12th out of the Bahamas. And I haven't looked at the itinerary yet, but I know I'm on Royal Caribbean's website right now, and I know for sure you can book it. So 7-night Bahamas and Cozumel cruise with 2 days at Perfect Day. So the Perfect Day is actually their private island. So I guess no one really has jurisdiction over their private island. But I think that is awesome news, and I think that is one step closer to getting cruising in the United States. Now, last bit of news, and something that could be very beneficial for the United States moving forward. Who knows after last week, but the United Kingdom right now has actually sailed for the past couple months doing their test sailings. They've had over 100,000 people on board a cruise ship, and out of 100,000 people, only 10 of them were infected with COVID, and it was top of the line protocols when it came to quarantining them, keeping them away from other guests, and allowing other guests to completely have their vacation as normal as possible, even with these people getting COVID on these cruises. Now, if that doesn't prove one thing to the United States, to the CDC, that we can cruise right now and cruise responsibly with these top of the line protocols when it comes to quarantining people who have contracted the COVID virus, I don't know what else you could ask for. You have people who are vaccinated on these cruise ships, and we've seen it works. It works. It works in a country that has a quarter of the amount of people vaccinated compared to the United States. And if that doesn't say something, then I have absolutely no idea what they're looking for and what more they're looking for from these companies, these cruise companies, because I feel like these cruise companies are just handing everything that the CDC wants on a golden platter, and the CDC is saying no more sailing. You cannot sail, or at least even begin to phase into sailing, until November of this year. But that's gonna pretty much wrap it up for the first episode of US Cruise News Updates. I'm gonna start doing these hopefully daily, if not every other day, I guess, when more cruise news comes out. Which right now, with that little incident last week with the CLIA getting denied everything for a new sail date, doesn't look too good. But guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this and got a little bit of information from it, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sure anyone watching this video right now already follows people like Don's Family Vacations, Lido Loca, places like that where they keep you up to date. But this could be one more avenue of information. And I'll be posting this stuff every other day, if not every day. So guys, tune in. Thank you.